Hello again. In this lesson, we'll talk more about possessive nouns. First, I'll talk about the pronunciation of a singular possessive noun that ends with an S. For example, let's look at the possessive form for boss. There are two possible ways to write it, with an apostrophe and another S, or with only an apostrophe at the end. When you say it, there should be an extra syllable. Try it. Boss, bosses. Again, bosses. Did you say the extra syllable? Let me show you some other sounds that make pronunciation tricky. Gomez's, churches, judges. We make the uz sound after these sounds. S, z, sh, ch, or j. Now let's move on to plural nouns. As you know, if a noun is plural, you add an apostrophe at the end of the plural noun. Do not add an additional S to a regular plural noun. But if you have an irregular plural noun, add an apostrophe and an S. Take a look at these examples. The girls' dresses. The women's dresses. Finally, let me show you something that can be a little confusing. Look at what happens when two people together possess one thing. In the first example, add an apostrophe only to the last person's name in the list. For example, if I say Betty and Stacy's book, I am referring to a book that belongs to both Betty and Stacy. What happens when I say Betty's and Stacy's books? In this example, both Betty has one book and Stacy has a separate book. Let's end with some practice. Take a moment to look at these sentences. Where do you need to add an apostrophe and S? Now check your answers. How did you do? There are more exercises in the student book and in my English lab. Keep practicing.